What up, you lab rats? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between Createspace and corporate color. Alright guys, so I almost forgot to make this video. I knew I was going to make it a long time ago, but I wanted to do a comparison between Createspace and the printer that I actually went ahead and used for my book, The Video Marketer's Cookbook. So the deal was, I'm going to give you guys some context, that writing a book and all that stuff and releasing it into Amazon as a digital book, as an ebook, was all good and fine, but I always wanted to have a pretty book, like a pretty book. So that was kind of the goal throughout this whole thing. Like, I knew I could write a book and I knew I could do all the stuff kind of involved in, you know, launching a book and having a book and all this crap, but I wanted it to be really pretty, and I always feared that because I wanted it to be pretty, it was going to be really expensive. Most of this funding for doing this, because it was pretty costly, my total cost was around $3 grand, and that was because I ordered more than I needed. So I knew that I was going to be having books kind of like in the back of the room, or when I go to events, or when I speak and stuff like that. So I wanted to have those for those purposes, and I knew I was going to be giving some away as well, as, you know, as a part of, you know, whatever, if I'm collaborating with other creators and stuff. So I shopped around forever, and Createspace, which was already affiliated with Amazon, seemed to be like the easiest choice. We also had Lulu Printing, there was Book Baby, and I really, guys, I really went back and forth between a lot of these online services, and I forgot to think about local printers, because I'm in Orange County. There's a lot of industry going on over here. So I started to look at local printers, and very few had good looking websites or functional websites, or even got back to me on time. So, but I'm so happy that I found Corporate Color here in Santa Ana, because they produce a mean book. Like, here's their paperback, and here is their hardcover with a dust cover. So not too many people do this, and if it is a dust cover, it isn't also an image wrap as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, you guys are probably seeing some more close-up footage of the quality of print. I'm very happy with the quality that they produced, and a big kind of deal breaker between all these online places, even though like it looked cool and all this stuff, was one, the cost, and then the cost of shipping. So I didn't want to have it shipped to me and pay for that shipping, and then pay for shipping again as I was sending it out to my Kickstarter backers who backed the book for either the hardcover or the paperback. So that was a big deciding factor as to why I went with a local printer, because I could just will call, I could just pick it up. Really pleasant experience going through them, and when I picked it up, man, it was magical. I had to contain myself. You guys saw it in that vlog, right? I was just like, yeah, good job. Yeah, and in my head I was just like, ah, and I didn't want to, like, you know, fangirl over my own book, and it kind of seemed like too much at the point, because I mean, my face is already on the damn book, right? I'm really happy with it, and I highly encourage, if you guys are in the OC area, if you are printing a book, you have to do a minimum order of at least 50 books, I believe, and that's going to be pretty standard for everybody, and that's not bad. I did a minimum of 50 each, and I only needed like 40 or something like that, or 35 from each side, so to actually ship out to people. So that actually worked out. And if you're curious, I used stamps.com for my shipping, which, you know, based on what you need, to me this was kind of a vanity project almost, because not just because my face is on it, but I really wanted it to look pretty. Like, I wanted to be able to flip through it and really be impressed with the photos, and have it be really easy to read how it's on the coffee table and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with it. And if you can see, like, the Createspace one, seriously, when I first opened it, I was excited, but at the same time, because I'm in the photography industry and we print our own albums, I know what good print quality is. So my eyes are a little bit tainted. So when I saw this, I was like, I was super not impressed, man. I was like, this looks like I printed it from my freaking inkjet printer downstairs, man. You telling me I paid $17 for that? Like, or whatever it was, and I was just like, no. I was not impressed with the print quality for Createspace. I'm sorry, guys. It's very cool that they're already linked up to Amazon, but man, it is not compared to this. It really does not compare. And the sheen on this too, and it's pretty, like, I would say it's called luster. It's not gloss and it's not matte, so it's kind of luster. And just another tip for you guys. I printed this. It's just a picture of like a mock-up of the cover that I designed in Photoshop and whatnot, and I printed it at FedEx. And so you'll notice that this is not my book, right? It's a book on golf and stuff. So I use this actually as kind of like a prop for my book trailer. So that's something that you guys can do too. And I got this tip from my friend Marcos, and he's like, oh, just put a freaking thing over it, and you can even pose with it, or you can, like, you know, do video of it or whatever. You want to make sure that the print quality is good. This print quality is not very good either. It sucks, actually. Like, those are a couple things that you guys can get started with if you're gonna get into the space of book writing. I have some more resources on writing a book, and I feel that authoring a book has really changed the way people perceive my brand and my business. It's been a lot of help. I don't think it's that hard. It could be a little stressful if you don't have a guide, and if you're maybe doing it for the first time, it could be kind of stressful, as you guys probably see in my vlogs. But through it all, that was like a drop in the bucket of the reward that you get for writing a book and having a book under your belt. All right, so good things, guys. If I can answer any questions about this, please leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get back to you. I love answering comments. And once again, my name is Meg, reminding you to get in the lab. We'll see ya.